Hi, I'm Jamie from Sci-Fi-vision. Thanks for talking to me. Appreciate it. Enjoyed the series. So to start off, why did you want to be a part of the project? What did it mean to you?
For me, I was really drawn by the initial pitch to the idea of playing a female serial killer. Multiple different reasons. I'm always been very interested in and drawn to psychology, and I really wanted to get to know this character and what makes a person do those things and be that way, as well as the sort of slightly more technical challenge of playing a female serial killer. In a way that makes the audience feel conflicted. We really wanted to, show Rhiannon in a way that would make the audience empathize with her emotions, relate to her in that way, but not her actions, and kind of feel that push and pull as you root for her, but also you can't root for her because she's doing these terrible, unthinkable things. And that felt difficult and it scared me. And so therefore I thought I must do it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I kind of felt like some of it was even like empowering, I guess, just because, I mean, she's finally standing up for herself, maybe not in the most
Right.
healthy way possible, but did you,
Yeah.
did you feel like that?
Totally. I said this before. If you take away the murders, it's quite a sweet coming of age story about a woman who's sort of healing in a way. She's gone through this horrible childhood trauma, and she's sort of stuck in the past. She can't move on. She can't process what happened to her, and also as a child doesn't have the vocabulary or the emotional understanding to understand why it happened to her. And as as often happens, and she's really stuck there. And as she, yes, murders. Okay, you're right, not the best thing. As she does that, she starts to feel more confident, and she finds this power that becomes absolutely intoxicatingly addictive. And the sad thing is, had she just maybe gone to therapy and not killed a bunch of people and found that confidence on her own, and maybe would have been a better outcome for Rhiannon. And as she gets more confident, people do start to see her. They do start to notice her, and stop overlooking her. But just a shame about all the murders, really.
Yeah, because there is a lot of murders, obviously there's a lot of, fight scene, type scenes and blood and all that kind of thing. Do you enjoy that? I mean, I'm sure it's sticky and not totally
It
comfortable,
is
but
sticky. I'm glad you said it's sticky because it's so sticky and it stains your hands. These are the things no one tells you. Um, yeah, I know I do. I love it. I really do. There must be something wrong with me because I love to do stunts and screaming and crying and get in the dirt and be covered in mud, and it's fun for me because in real life I'm quite together and organized, and especially as women we have to be so emotionally careful. We have to be very careful about the way we express emotion so as not to get labeled hysterical or crazy or any of these other things. And so yeah, anytime I get to get permission to just like throw it all out and be a little wild, like that's fun. That's really fun.
yeah. Did you do any like special prep, like into journalism research or anything like that for this?
Less journalism research actually, because I didn't really feel like the main
True.
sort of string. I don't know if that makes sense.
Mhm.
But I did do a lot of research into trauma, grief, loss, trichotillomania, the hair pulling, um, obviously serial killers, female serial killers specifically. The research I did on male serial killers, I very quickly realized did not. It's different. I didn't realize there was such a huge distinction. How few female serial killers there are and have been in history, and it's quite fascinating. I honestly, I sat on the plane one time and I was flying, and my list of Amazon things was like women on death row, female serial killers. The woman next to me had a baby. She sort of slowly moved her baby away from me because I must have just looked like I was planning to do something really terrible. I really went there. I found it fascinating.
Oh, I get that. Yeah, they definitely underestimate her in a lot of different ways, but in that way for a while, maybe that's helpful, I guess.
Well, it's interesting because there's a theory that there's actually not as few female serial killers, is that they get away with it more because people don't suspect women. Also, women usually use poison over any other, method. And I think that also, if you think about the psychology behind that, it's less violent, it's less messy, it's neater, it's tidier. There's a lot that you can you can pull from that. Obviously Rhiannon went for something messy and a bit dramatic, as is Sweetpea's way. But yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I did enjoy it. So thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad you like the show.
Have a good rest of your day.
You too.